Okay, hello, welcome to part 2 of Stickman Building Mania, or whatever you want to call this, for Blender for Dummies. Anyhow, I guess in this particular episode, well, I'm gonna fix him a little bit. He has no neck, I don't like that, but we're gonna give him a little bit of, I don't know, clothes or hair, I don't know how do you want to explain it, just with a texture. And then we're gonna give him a basic bone structure, because hopefully at the end we'll make a little movie out of him walking across the screen. At least that's the end result that I'm trying to get to. Anyhow, so I'm gonna fix this guy. Unfortunately, I don't like the way he's sort of looking, so I'm gonna fix that a bit. This scale on the x-axis. Scale Y. Figure he should sort of have a little more of a neck. And sorry. Says neck. Figured I'd do something about his face a little bit too. Wide. And I thought I would make some basic feet. Nothing fancy. This is what happens when you change your mind after you've done something. Anyhow, just want to give him some feet. About right. So anyhow, that's all I wanted to do with that. So the next thing we were going to do is I'm just going to paint a little texture on, nothing fancy. Just some pants and a shirt and an attempt at some hair. I thought it's kind of fun to do that. I don't know. Anyhow, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to unwrap them first. Okay, so we're going to use Smart UV Project. We've decided. So anyways, this is like the front and the back. So I'm just going to move everything around now. to wrap it a bit differently. We got one unwrap, so this is like his front. Hide it. Now we're going to unwrap his rear part. So here we go. Mesh. It's already unwrapped, but we're going to do it again. Grab it, bring it down, hide it, and then I think I'm just going to mesh, unwrap. While we're down here, I'm going to get rid of these faces. Ha. H, Control Z, back we go. I'm going to use Smart UV Project on this. And this is like its sides, Alt H. Okay, so here's our little dude, front and back. There we go. I hit B, and then I just drag the cursor around, front, back, I'm thinking I should probably make that about the same, and put this on a image. Anyhow, back we go. Okay, scale, X, grab it, scale, scale Y, scale X. Okay, so we're going to export this UV layout. We're going to call him Stickman UV, and we're going to make it twice as wide and turn up the opacity a bit. So if we want to use him, we can create a texture inside Photoshop with that and slap it on, but we're not going to do that. So I'm going to create new image, Stickman. I'm going to do it a different way. So here we are, here's our Stickman, more or less, kind of not quite on there. Guess he was chopped off on that too. And we can export that again. Export UV layout. Anyhow, so what we're going to do is we're going to paint him. Well, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to bake this just like that. Okay. Want to do his textures. What do you mean no images found to bake? Oh. Fine. There we go. So we baked it. Now, it's a bit redundant, but we're going to save them as I like TGAs because that's what I'm used to. Anyhow, so that's our Stickman. Now, 1. I'm going to RZ90, RZ180. Okay, well, solid. Okay, so this is his front, and I just moved his origin around. So now we're going to paint him. So, well, let's see. Okay, so basically he's gonna start out as this color, I guess. And I'm gonna make some pants. Red pants. Do you like red? I'll make red pants. Whee! There we go. So, take some time with this. I'm just doing this quickly because it's fun and it shows off yet something else you can do with Blender. And so this is gonna be paint the bottom because you won't see it, but anyways, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know about you, it's kind of fun. You can get fairly sophisticated. You can load some textures into here and draw whatever. Add, multiply, oh, draw, darken, or you can use a brush, or you can do what I was doing. Use texture draw. They have different properties, these brushes. You can change the way it draws, kind of like Photoshop really. I want to make a sharper point. Or flatter. That's like very flat. Oh, it's gonna go all over. Anyhow, or rounder. So anyways, back to where I was. Made a mess. Have to clean them up after. Anyhow, so there we go.
and shoulders glide. Then throw your body back and ride. Nothing like rum boogie, woogie. In Harlem or Havana, it's a gypsy or Savannah, it's a killer. In Harlem or Havana, it's a gypsy or Savannah, it's a killer. Rum boogie, rum boogie.
Okay, so this texture, turn off that. We need to save that. Save as image, Stickman, original, texture, can't lock on, whatever. And so if we were going to use this texture for him, we would then do this, stick it on there. And there, it's kind of some bleed there. We can fix the bleed. We'll fix the bleed. Save as Stickman texture, reload it. Perfect. Okay, back to edit. Object mode. Okay, so our Stickman is done. I better save him. Now, we want to put some bones on him. So that's the next part of this tutorial. Because to animate these guys, they need to, going back to solid, to animate them, you need to have bones to move them around. So anyhow, so I move this from image editor to 3D view, and I keep my cursor in that side, and I'm gonna put that there. Put them on the side view for this one, and on this one I'm gonna put them on the front view. Shift C. Now I'm just gonna margin to geometry. I'm moving the guy around. I want him to be nice and centered. Snap the cursor to the selected. There we go. Okay, so there we are. We're gonna put bones on him now. Armatures, whatever the heck you want to call them. So, we want to put the first one on. The bones will spawn where the cursor is. Shift armature, add a single bone. Now we can't see it. We want to turn on X-ray, wire, axis. I'm going to use octahedron. Something else you might want to do before you go too much farther. Select everything, press A or click on them. Shift D, that makes a copy. M, move it. So we're gonna, there's different layers, and you can work in layers. So I'm moving the bones to another layer, and I'm leaving him. It's kind of like Photoshop, and you can turn on both layers by clicking them and holding the Shift key. And the active layer is orangey. So there's our bone. And as you can see, it's in the center. So these bones, how do they work? The top is where you make a new one if you extrude. And then you work on the settings of it. I'll show you in a second. So this one, you want to worry about the roll of the bone. I get into edit mode. So here we are. This is our first one. I'm going to move it down layer. Kind of, I guess, about where his waist is. Keep the roll to 0. So we want another one. E. Extrude it here. E. Extrude it here. Actually, Control Z. Now we're going to make the bones for the roll 0. Roll 0. Okay, we're going to make the bones for the arms and legs. So Shift E. I checked in X-axis, Shift E, and I extrude. Now, these bones, we need to detach them. Armature parent, clear, disconnect bone. Grab it. And this is where our arms are going to be. So now we'll just fire around with that. One arm here. I guess it's too big. Here we go. Extrude. There we go. We want another one. Extrude. There we go. So back up here. Now we're going to do the legs. Extrude. Oops. Have our axis mirror in there. Shift E. So we press Shift E and we made another copy of bones. Grab. Oops. Now we want to detach it. Parent, clear, disconnect the bone. So we can move it all the way down here. And then we're going to rotate it like that. This is his legs. Kinda. Scale a little bit. Extrude. Extrude. There we go. And now we're going to do his head. Extrude. Extrude. Now not too much. Edit mode. So this is one set here. And that. And another set. So now I have to go and get rid of the roll. Move the roll to 0 on all of them. Okay. Automatically works on the other side. There we go. So there we go. Now we're going to name them. So I'm going to call this spine 1. Spine 2. Turn off the caps lock. Call that neck. Call that head. Now let's see, it labeled it as left. So we're going to call this arm. Arm 1 left. Arm 2 left. Arm 1. Oops. Arm 1 left. Arm 2. Arm 3 left. There we go. Arm 1 right. Arm 2 right. Arm 3 right. leg, 1 left, left, leg, 2 left. Oops, I'm trying to type the entire left word. Leg, 3 left, leg, 1 right, leg, 2 right, leg, 3 right. Okay, so there we're done. Don't know how much farther I'm going to go with this particular lesson because I think the textures. So that's basically our dude. The next part will animate him a little bit. So that's part 2. Have fun with that.